What is up, guys? So, what do I actually do in a 90 megawatt data center? This is a quick review of my job explained. First of all, this building uses more power than a city, and my job is to make sure it never, ever, ever shuts down. If I mess up my job in here, racks overheat, systems fail, and millions of dollars are on the line. Like a whole bunch of money, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, what do I do in a data center? A big part of my job is monitoring the systems through the BMS. And what a BMS is like a basically a computer where it shows you every single thing that's happening inside of the data center, where the power is coming from, where the backup power is coming from, your chillers, et cetera, et cetera, everything that's happening in a data center. And the BMS, it's very, very valuable because it shows you exactly what's going on. So that's one key part of my job, monitoring. The second part is maintaining. So data centers have a whole bunch of parts that make it work because they're a whole system. It's not just a building with racks inside of it. No, those racks have support systems, and those support systems are mainly electricity and hold on, let me draw you some electricity. Nope, that's not electricity. Electricity and cooling. So like a snowflake, cooling. And if either of these things shut down, the whole system, which is what we're protecting, the servers over here, completely die. Now, electricity and the cooling all have different parts. So every single part inside the data center caters to these two things right here. And we, as building engineers, maintain all of that stuff. We go on rounds checking if the equipment is fine. If it's not fine, we ask ourselves why it's not going fine, and then we figure it out. Our job is to keep this whole freaking thing running. The next thing that we do is respond to things that go wrong inside the data center. So, response is a huge thing because this is kind of I don't want to call it like a critical like like a critical facility or like a critical job, which it is, of course, but it's not a critical job in the sense that like 911 or emergency services. It's a critical job in the sense that if this data center shuts down, then a hospital somewhere else could shut down, a police station could shut down, the freaking government could shut down. You know what I'm saying? Your house internet could shut down. Your TikTok could shut down. You know what I'm saying? Your YouTube could freaking shut down. And my job is to keep all of these things right here stable. So response is very critical. If you're not maintaining your data center right, you're gonna have to have more response times. And in a 90 megawatt data center, what you don't want is anything that cooks it. It is not a good time if anything goes wrong. So to prevent that, we have things like redundancy, but I'll go into that more. But that is what I do in a data center. I monitor the equipment, I maintain the equipment, and then I respond to anything that goes wrong inside of the data center. Why does all of this matter? Because if a data center as big as this goes down, not only does your AI and your ChatGPT go down, but it could have severe consequences like your banking systems getting cooked, your freaking YouTube going down, hospitals getting killed, freaking police stations not working. Literally every single thing that happens with the internet goes through data centers because that is how we route our data. Data centers are probably one of the most important pieces of infrastructure inside of a country because they allow for the progress of technology. And if you ever want to work in one, I'll get more videos in here to help you break through into it. But yeah, that's a simple guide to my data centers. And as a building engineer, I hope that you enjoyed this and we'll see you around later.